Good morning, everyone. So, welcome to Chem 18, section U2. Okay, so I will be your instructor, Dr. Elmer-Rico. Now, you have an unusual instructor because I'm not based in the Philippines. Okay, I'm based here in the United States. So it's daytime right now there, and it's nighttime over here. In fact, I think I'm 12 hours behind. Okay, so congratulations for being accepted in the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. I think most of you are what we call freshmen, and in the sciences based on the initial what we call answers to your survey. Okay, so almost all of you are already in the Canvas. I think I only have some students. Maybe I can share to you. The one that has no Canvas yet, or at least has not accepted the invitation in the Canvas. So if you're going to share screen. So I still have some students who have not, we could say, accepted the invitation. Okay, so that means there's pending. Okay, but for most of you, I think you already accepted it. And I also have two students. I'm not sure if you're here. I just call it by the family name, Dungo and Maladaga. Okay, I'm trying to add you, but I wasn't able to do it most likely because you still don't have the Canvas account. So if you're here, make sure to accomplish the what we call Canvas account, so I can send to you the invitation. Okay, now to those who have access to the Canvas, okay, were you able to see this? Nakikita nyo ba to?
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
So at least you already have an idea on how the class will look like. So as I've told you, I'm not based in the Philippines, so this is really 100% online. And the main thing that we need to do is to always be what we call stay in touch. That's what I have learned during the pandemic by teaching in schools here in the US. Okay, as much as possible, students and teachers stay connected. And to do that, we're going to build some sort of a community. Okay, maybe after we meet today, I'll ask one of you, okay, to make a group chat in Facebook, so that each of you will be updated. And if you have any problem, you can always message me there or email me. Okay, but the thing is, don't expect it to be answered right away, because after we're done, I'll just have another class, and then after that, my class today ends at 1. So after that, I can only see any of the messages or email that you sent by nighttime there or the next morning here. So this is already the 4th semester that I'm doing here with this with UPLB. So this is not new. Okay, baka sabihin nyo mahihirapan kayo dahil hindi connected, or at least wala dyan sa UPLB or sa Pilipinas yung instructor nyo. This has been done before. Okay, although it's the first time for me after 2 semesters that I'm teaching again this course. Okay, Chem 18. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, so if you're going to look at the canvas, I'm going to put back myself in the canvas. Is for you to open the course guide, or we could have the course schedule. So our course schedule for now is, we could say 10 to 11:30. Okay, so the first that we're going to do is we have what we call the course guide. So if you're going to look at it, okay, there's a PDF file for the course guide. So were you able to see it? Nakikita nyo ba tong course guide natin?
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
Okay. So I want you to download it, and from time to time look at it. Okay? Kaya nga tinatawag na course guide, because it will guide you on what you're going to do. Okay? So just to we could say introduce to you, Chem 18 is what we call university chemistry. So this is a 3-unit course which deals with the chemical concepts, principles, and their applications to everyday life. So this is a general chemistry course taken by the majority of the students under the sciences, agriculture, and engineering. So the main goal here is for you to use the chemical concepts and the principles in explaining, okay, and solving chemistry-related problems. So this course will not only serve as a prerequisite that will prepare you for higher courses, but will also provide you with the analytical skills that you can add to your problem-solving abilities. So in most cases, this is your first chemistry course in UPLB. Okay. Now, here in the guidelines, everyone need to submit this co-requisite agreement. So what you're going to do, okay, you will download it, and then you're going to submit this to me, not today, but later today, maybe later this week. So if you click that, so you have it here. Okay, so you're going to put your what we call name over signature. Okay. So you're going to sign it twice here. Okay, so it's just telling you that you're taking this course with Chem 18.1. Did you meet already in Chem 18.1? Na-meet nyo na yung lab instructor nyo? Anyone?
Sa
Not
Wednesday
yet
pa po, sir.
Sa Wednesday pa. Okay, so you should take this at the same time. Kaya meron kayong tinatawag na co-requisite. So you download this one, tapos kahit tawag dito, picture nyo lang, tapos i-convert nyo sa PDF yung image, and then email it to me. So that's one of the things that you need to do at least this week. Okay? So makikita nyo yan dito sa course guide. So at the end of the course, ito dapat yung ma-meet ninyo, yung tinatawag nating learning outcomes. Okay? So describe the properties of selected group of elements, the nature of chemical bonds and intermolecular forces of attraction on the basis of the electronic structure of the atom. And then you discuss the thermodynamics, kinetic, and practical aspect of chemical reaction, solve problems, both quality and quantitative in chemistry, and then explain phenomena using the basic principles of chemistry. So ito yung outline natin. Okay? And in each of these, what we call chapter, o yung tinatawag nating module, okay, meron kayong material. So I can jump over here. So punta tayo dun sa home. So if you're going to look at this one, so nabubuksan niyo ba to? Let's say module 1. So when you go to the module 1, okay, meron kayong study guide doon. So as you can see, kahit nasa US ako, mahina din yung internet ko. Okay? So, yung basic thing na ano yun ninyo, ina-expect kong gawin, before we meet, okay, I want you to read some of this portion. Okay? And then yung meeting natin, the synchronous one, usually is to make sure you understand all the stuff. So if ever something, some principles are bugging you and you need more further clarification, that's the time you can ask questions. Okay? And in addition to that, kung ayaw naman kayo mag-ask ng question, I also prepare some stuff, okay? In addition kung saan yung nare-read nyo dito. Okay? So, ito yung, we could say, the basic stuff that you need to do. And there are links for each of these topics. All you need to do is click it. Okay? So, I like you to test it right now para ma-feel ninyo kung paano magra-run tong klase natin. Kasi ito yung magiging ano natin for the next, I think for this week and next week. So pag nag-meet tayo next meeting, I have some additional notes, okay, or some summary so that you can further understand yung concept. But I expect you to have your readings beforehand. Hindi yung mag-aantay kayo doon sa ibibigay ko sa yung lecture. Okay? So I expect everyone to at least go over the material before we meet. And in addition to that, I'm going to give you links doon sa lectures na related dito sa topic na to. Okay? And to give you an idea on it, it's this one. So ipapaano ko lang kayo doon sa material na ginagamit ko dito sa school ko. So for instance, this first module, it will cover some topic of chapter 7, okay, and chapter 8. Okay, so yun yung parang magiging ano natin to prepare you for this course. So questions so far? Wag mahiya.
None naman po, sir.
You expect to ask question, okay? Wag kayong mahiya. Ganito sa UP. I don't want to assume, okay? Because if you spell out the letters in assume, you know what I mean. So if we go over the what we call the guide, okay? As you can see, lahat ng module nandito na. Lahat ng module material. And then what I'm going to do in the announcement, I'm going to post the link doon sa mga lecture na meron na ako available sa inyo. And then in addition to that, when we meet synchronous, most likely emphasize ko lang yung mga topic and then solve tayo ng mga problem. Yun yung magiging ano dun sa synchronous meeting natin. Okay? Balik ako dito sa ano natin. Yes, question Rex.
Excuse me po, sorry po kasi na-disconnect po ako sa internet. Pwede pong paulit din sa may ipapasa po?
Wala ipapasa. I just expect everyone to at least read the materials before we meet.
Okay. Wala naman po. Thank you po.
Okay? So let's look at the other what we call course guide here. So yan yung ano natin different topic. So I will assign yung video or lecture ko na related sa mga topic na yan. But we still have, pero yung discussion kasi natin sa synchronous, it's just more on clarification kung may tanong kayo. So the thing that I always tell my students is don't be left behind. kasi mahirap pag naiwanan na kayo. So you might as well what we call be ahead, especially now that you have access to Canvas. So makikita nyo na yung material beforehand. Okay? So Chem 18, we follow Model A. So this is going to be done remotely. Wala tayong choice kasi nga andito ako sa US. Okay? And we're going to use the Canvas kasi yung ibang Moodle. Okay, but for us, we're going to what we call use the Canvas. So right now, na-access nyo ba yung Canvas? Kung hindi nyo na-access, most likely hindi nyo in-accept yung invitation ko or isa kayo dun sa dalawang student na wala pang Canvas. So we are going to do what we call remote, and the way that I usually ask want my student is we always have to be in constant communication. So lahat ba kayo may Facebook account?
Yes po.
Yes po.
So siguro I don't know, mamaya siguro magkakaroon tayo ng parang introduction na hindi ko na i-record. Okay? So that we can build some sort of community dito. Okay? Because I think it's much better if you know one another, even though it's what we call the remote. Iba pa rin yung may connection. Ang ano ko lang, hopefully sa exam, ano yung community nyo, ha? I-ignore nyo muna. You do your test question individually. You answer the questions individually. Okay? Now, ang nire-required ng what we call ng institute, maging at least participatory lahat ng students dito sa class na to. Okay, that means if you can attend most of the synchronous class, do it. Okay, and later on I will tell you the requirements that you have, and I think one of the requirements there is makukuha mo kapag nagpa-participate ka. Okay? Merong mga assessment question doon. Okay? So ang suggestion ko nga sa inyo, you do the thing well ahead. So pag meron kayong hindi naintindihan, so when we meet during synchronous, that's the time you can ask question. Okay? Yun yung what we call responsibility ko. Kung meron kayong hindi naintindihan, you need more clarification. So we're going to discuss it during synchronous class. Now, kung nahihiya kayo, you can email me ahead the question, okay? At during doon sa synchronous meeting, I'm going to discuss it. So at least kung nahihiya kayo magtanong in front ng class nyo, you can always email me ahead about some problems that you need clarification or some concept na kailangan nyo ng clarification. Okay? So, we are in a get to know stage, so hindi natin alam kung every meeting tayo mag-meet, but I expect that you're going to utilize yung time natin if ever hindi tayo mag-meet. Okay? During doon sa class. Itong meeting natin ngayon, this is going to be recorded and it's going to be available, but that will not be the thing most of the time. Okay? Kasi mangyayari kasi, recorded naman, hindi na lang ako attend. So I don't like that to happen. Kasi isipin nyo, naka-record naman, so at least hindi na ako attend. Okay? Teka lang, may papagalitan ako dito ang ingay eh. I have a class. You go to sleep now. And tell Kuya to be quiet, okay? Dito pa kasi yung 7-year-old ko eh. So, with the group chat that we have, okay? So doon ko kung magmi-meet tayo or hindi. Okay? Because there will come a time, kahit gabi dito, I have some other things to do. So, i-announce ko doon kung mag-meet tayo or hindi, or kung may quiz tayo or hindi. Okay? So, in addition to the email, yung group chat natin is another way of us being connected to one another. Okay? So, I'll try to email back to you as soon as possible. Kung wala kayong natanggap na reply within 48 hours, you can email back again. Because sometimes I read the email and I thought I answered it already, not realizing hindi ko pala nasagot, nabasa ko lang yung email. Okay? And to give you an idea, in addition to UPLB, I'm also a full-time faculty here in the United States. Okay? I'm based here in New York City. So I think that's one of the unique thing in your class. Stateside yung lecturer nyo, hindi based dyan sa Pilipinas. So the course pack is already available. Okay, makikita niyo yung course guide, makikita niyo yung modules, yung resource material. Okay, tsaka later on, meron na ito yung tinatawag na weekly schedule. So ito yung magiging guide natin. So after today we're just going to be overviewing the course. Okay, introduction, yung tips para mag-survive kayo dito sa chemistry course na to. Okay, and then after that, next meeting and next week, we're going to do module 1. So may mga quizzes, assignments, exercise, yung available na resources. Okay, and then in 2 weeks, you're going to do bonding. Okay, and then introduction to compounds, and then 412 yung IMFA, and then we have the lecture exam. Now yung lecture exam, nakaset na siya. Okay? So this lecture exam will be taken all at the same time by all Chem 18 students. So marami tayong Chem 18 courses. Okay? So you might have met already some students taking Chem 18. So departmental yung exam. What does it mean? Okay? Yung materials ng question are more or likely the same. Okay, doon sa ibang courses. Yung topic the same, pero yung question different. But it based on the same principle. So this will be your guide. Kaya nga tinatawag na course guide. Okay? So, ano ba naman to? Your meeting will end in 10 minutes. So, meron kasi 40 minutes trial to. So, mangyari, kapag nag-end, mag-log in na lang ulit tayo, okay? May nagre-remind sa akin. Kala ko pa naman, diretso tayo 2 hours. Now, ano yung requirements dito? Okay? So, there will be 4 long exams. And that will comprise 80% of your final grade. So, naka-schedule na yan for long exams na yan. Okay? So, may 4th long exam, makikita kayo, may 3rd lecture exam, may 2nd lecture exam. So, 80% yan yung grade. Now, yung short quizzes, assignments, and exercises, that's 20%. Yan yung most likely ibibigay ko sa inyo every meeting. If we meet synchronously, there will be a quiz. If we do not meet, there will still be a quiz. It's just to make sure that you are prepared with the materials. Okay? So there are 4 what we call departmental long exams, which are already scheduled. And it will be administered online. Tapos yung short quizzes assignment, i-administered natin yan online. So, sasabihin ko yan doon sa time na magsisynchronous tayo. So, yun yung advantage to mga a-attend. Okay? We may have the exam or the short quiz during the class or within the day. So, kung hindi kayo a-attend for whatever reason, okay, most likely mamimiss nyo yun. Yun yung ang gagawin ko na let's say, advantage kung uma-attend kayo ng synchronous class. Yes, Rex.
In case po na umabsent, pwede pa po makahabol.
Well, it depends.
Ulit.
It depends. Okay? Kasi ang ano nga dito, ang ano sa amin ng institute, devise a system wherein students are encouraged to participate synchronously. Okay? So, if the question is a problem solving, most likely it will be at the end of the day. But kung ang question ay related doon sa topic na dinidiscuss, so baka during that time mismo, tatapusin yung quiz. Okay? So, kasi nakalagay dito, the administration of this will depend on the lecturer. So, getting to know tayo, so titingnan ko. So, I supposed to have what, 30 students? Okay? Now, if in case I only see what, 10 students, then I have the right to give you a quiz that will just be done during that time. It's just like rewarding those students who are attending. Okay ba yun? Kasi what we call experience with synchronous class, usually noon pag 24 students, and then pag nag-meet kami mga 8 to 10 students lang na-attend eh. So the way that we're trying to do here is reward those 8 students. Yes, Pauline.
Sir, what if po nawawala ng internet connection?
Yeah, well,
Biglaan
understood yun. Kasi I tell you, we are required to record kung sino yung umattend, and it's up to us to devise a way either to reward them or whatever what we call policy that can be used. Understood
Sir,
namin na na kapag wala kayong line, okay? Maano namin 'yun, okay? But the thing is, you still have at least within the day makaparticipate kayo doon.
Okay po, sir. Understood.
Kasi ganun din yung magiging problem nyo eh. Kasi ina-anticipate namin na during yung mga long exams, what if na ano, pero meron kaming leeway. Kasi malalaman naman ng system eh kung nakat ka o hindi. So question. Ang mangyayari naman yan eh, pag nakita ko yung ano, let's say, meron tayong 10 quizzes. So if ever mababa, nasa prerogative ko rin if I will cancel, let's say, 1 or 2 quizzes. So at least yung mga excuse, yung absent, maano doon, mako-compensate. Pero, okay, at least dinidiscourage ito doon sa recorded naman. But I told you, okay, we have also the option not to make the recording available. Yun yung ano sa amin no institute. Okay? Why? Because what happened is you already have the material. You already have access to my lecture. So yung meeting natin synchronously is mostly like what? Kung meron lang kayong additional question. Okay? And my advice to you also, if ever you cannot attend a meeting, okay, pwede naman nag-email eh. You can always what we call message me in Facebook. Sir, mahina ho internet. Baka ho malate ako. I would prefer getting them before rather than after. Are we clear on that? Meron na tayong 3 minutes. So
Yes,
mangyayari, yung mangyayari dito, magla-log out tayo, tapos magla-log in uli, ha? So, yan yung what we call yung requirement. Merong, we could say, missed exams na we could say valid, health issues, slow internet connectivity, okay, or anything. But you have to show proof for that to be what we call valid. Okay? Pag binagyo kayo, wala kami magagawa doon. Okay? So merong ano dito na pwede ninyong anuhin, look on. So health issues, so medical certificate, slow internet, screenshot, okay, vaccination. So yung proof of vaccination schedule, pag nag-brown out, kasi uso pa rin dyan, notice of electrical interruption, damaged gadget, picture ng broken gadget, tapos yung personal or family emergency. Okay? So wag tayo mag-a-assume na alam ko. Okay? Hindi ko alam unless ipaalam nyo sa akin. Are we clear on that?
Yes, sir. Yes po, sir.
Okay?
Yes po.
So here, the Chem 18 faculty has been generous enough not to require synchronous online exam and not to require video recordings as proof of during exam. Since the faculty member cannot proctor you, there has been ways and means to ensure that the integrity and standard of the assessments are met and any form of academic dishonesty is prevented. Okay? So kapag na-miss an exam, ito yung course of action. So miss to exam, both valid reason, you can be given a numerical grade if you make the general makeup at the finals week. Okay, if you miss to exam, one with valid and one without, you can be given a numerical grade to replace the missed exam. And the other exam without valid reason will be given a grade of what we call 0. So less than 1 minute na, ha? Magla-log in lang, mag-log out lang tayo, tapos magla-log in uli. Okay? Wala eh. Hindi tayo makabili ng ano eh. So,
Sir?
Yes.
Sir,
Magla-log out
baka
ako,
malate
tapos
po ako
log
sa
in.
second, kasi po, nandito po ako sa UHS and nagpapamedical po ako. Pwede po
Oo.
malate mamaya.
Oh, sige.
Po, thank you po.
Okay? Kailangan ko lang lumabas
Opo.
kasi para at least makabalik ulit tayo, okay?
Sige po.
Same credentials.